swear
to support the Constitution of the United States,
to support the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and to faithfully discharge my duties
and to faithfully discharge my duties
as a member of the Assembly
as a member of the Assembly
of the State of New York
of the State of New York
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you. Really, I'm very, very humbled by seeing all my friends here today. Thank you especially to my friends and colleagues in government for the very gracious and glowing things you said about me. I hope I can live up to that. And I've had the pleasure of working with all of you personally over 25 years. And I very, very much honor and appreciate what you said. Thank you, Judge Daley, for your friendship and support over the years. I'm proud to call you and Carol my friends. And thank you to my longtime friend, Steve Sandstone. We met in the Attorney General's office. We shared a passion for Yonkers, and we kept it going for all these 30 years. It's truly an honor to take this oath before all of you here at the Roosevelt Ballroom in Yonkers, our great city that I am so proud to represent. I grew up in a city believing that public service was an honorable profession. Serving the public was something you sought to do because you believed you could make a difference. I remember in second grade at PS 26, now the Casimir Pulaski School, I stepped to the front of my class and explained how my father was running for the state senate and why that was important for our community. I have always sought to focus on the higher goals and values for which government and elected service was intended, and I have rejected the cynicism and contempt we too often hear when people talk about our public officials. And now that I'm fortunate enough to have been elected to serve you, I intend to conduct myself with the principles that have always guided my life. One, I will take a stand where it's necessary and right. Two, I will seek to build consensus and encourage compromise when our common interests outweigh our differences. And that means working on a bipartisan basis to get the job done. Three, I will refuse to let the petty and personal stand in the way of the real reasons we were elected, that is to make a difference for those we serve. And fourth, I will stay focused on the goals I said I would fight for: education, good jobs, and our quality of life. The biggest goal we have, the most urgent and important fight we have in Albany this year, is to make sure that every one of our children here in Yonkers gets the best education we can offer for them. Rigor and the curiosity to allow them to succeed. Our city and every taxpayer and business person here demands no less. Our Yonkers public schools continue to improve, and credit to many in this room for making that happen. But we need the state's additional help, as the mayor said, to meet the standards we demand for our children. I pledge to fight for jobs and economic growth here in Yonkers and throughout the state, good-paying jobs that are the basis of a strong middle class that sustains every community and allows every family to begin to achieve the American dream. Growing up, my father and I would drive to Effingham Avenue, the Otis elevator plant, and then we would go to the Delwood Dairy, places that created thousands of good job opportunities for a middle-class life here in Yonkers. But it's a new day and a new time, and our job opportunities may be different, but the need for work at a decent wage with decent benefits, including retirement, remains the same. I am committed to working with our unions, both public and private, in their efforts to better lives for all of our working people. And one of our first opportunities this year is to raise the minimum wage in Albany, and I will fight to get that done. I pledge to work with our mayor, my friend Mike Spano, and he was very generous in his comments. Let me just say that it doesn't always happen that you run against someone and you end up being friends and colleagues the way Mike and I have. We need to help get Yonkers back on its feet financially. We are a dynamic, diverse, and exciting city, but we need to make sure everyone knows Yonkers is moving ahead on the right path. and we are all working together. Our state and federal governments are partners in this effort, and it's our job as elected officials to make sure they step up and support and sustain this city. I would be remiss if I didn't mention one other issue, because it's so important at this moment. I am hopeful and confident that with Governor Cuomo's leadership, New York will take the lead in enacting reasonable and strong restrictions on assault weapons and large capacity machines. As a mother and as a lawmaker, I am committed to enacting this goal. I know that my friends in law enforcement stand with me on this, as do the vast majority of our state's residents, and I'm confident we'll get it done shortly. We have some other challenges we must tackle this year, and George referred to them: flooding, storm relief, emergency preparedness. I've already started working on them, and I intend to continue. These are big challenges and big opportunities, and we'll need all your help to make the kind of difference we know is necessary. I believe we all, you all, can contribute. My wonderful staff, Rachel Estroff, Robert Voorhees, and Marcelo Figueroa, raise your hands. Please introduce yourself. Let us know if there are issues that you care about and want to work on. Join our email list and our Facebook page to stay updated on how you can help, and we need you to take action when the time comes. Let me close by conveying my sincere thanks to all of you here today, my friends here in Yonkers. So many of them are here, from my Northeast Jewish Center family, my veteran family, my Indian family. I feel very, very loved. My Democratic Party family, by so many of you who have come to support me. All of you have been my guides, my cheering sections, and yes, my critics, and I value it all. I owe particular thanks to my family. My wonderful husband, Lee Smith. No one could ask for someone who put up with this life better than him. To our three wonderful children, Aaron, Julia, and Arthur, and only Aaron is here today, but many of you know he worked with Chuck and really got his feet wet in Yonkers politics, and we'll see what comes next. And to both my parents, Janet Mayer and Michael Mayer, who instilled these qualities in me and helped me get to this day. They would have been very, very proud today. Many years ago, the diversity of Yonkers was a challenge that some could not and would not accept. But today we've learned it's a beautiful thing that makes our city rich and vibrant. And our reception here today honors that diversity. I hope you will sample the desserts that represent only some of Yonkers' communities, and represent so many of the groups that are here and have been my partners and friends in this enterprise. That's desserts from our African American community, our Indian community, our Italian community, Polish community, our Middle Eastern community, and yes, my Jewish community. And that's only the beginning of it. So if you haven't been to experience the wonderful diversity of Yonkers, if you're here for me and you don't live in Yonkers, as Mayor Mike would say, please come and move here, or at least go out for dinner here and enjoy all that we have. So thank you again to all of you for your support, your friendship, your honest comments, and your support in the endeavor of working so hard for our city and our state. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you again.